Good morning, my friends. Okay, I have a story for you today. I know I'm only posting them every now and then and not every single day, and that's because Miss Sampson is running low on books, and I want to make sure that I'm able to read to you every week until when we would normally get out of school, which is June 3rd. So I am planning to continue to read to you all the way up until then at least. But I'm running low on books and I haven't gotten in my classroom yet, so that's why I am reading to you just probably a couple of times a week. But when I have more books, I will try to do more videos for you. So I love you guys. I miss you so much. Do you even know how much I miss you? Like, I could cry thinking about how much I miss you. So please just know how much I love you and I miss you. Okay? All right, I have a story for you today called Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. Ooh, that is almost, anybody remember what the name of that is? Onomatopoeia? No, onomatopoeia is a sound word. Alliteration. Remember back whenever we wrote poems that had your name, like it had the beginning of your name? So Rebecca's Rosy Roses or something like that. Remember that? It's almost what this is, Lily's Purple Plastic Purse. Let's see if the story's like that. This story was written by Kevin Hanks, and I don't know who it's illustrated by. Maybe the same person. Okay, Lily loved school. I love school. I love school too. I know you do too. She loved the pointy pencils. She loved squeaky chalk, and she loved the way her boots went clickety-clack, clickety-clack down the long, shiny hallways. Lily loved the privacy of her very own desk. She loved the fish sticks and chocolate milk every day in the lunchroom. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts. He wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different color tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lily. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of greeting students or good morning pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said howdy. He thought that the desk and rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Me too, said her friends Chester, Wilson, and Victor. At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I'm the teacher, she told her baby brother, Julius. Listen up. Lily even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. What's with Lily? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said mother. Wow, said father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger and she wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was about all he could say. Wow. Did you notice something that's happening in this book? It wasn't an alliteration. We're not using the same sound, but we are hearing repetitive language. They're repeating that wow. That's about all he could say. Wow. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than everyone else in the class, even if she didn't know the answer. And she volunteered to stay after school to clap erasers. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She'd gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when she opened it. Do you think the teacher's gonna like it if she's opening that all day long? Ooh, not if I'm trying to teach. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Oh, clapping the erasers. When kids use chalkboards and they erase the chalkboards, they get really dusty. So they would have to take them outside and clap them. But they usually save that for like a recess activity or an after school activity. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. Lily had a hard time listening. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily could not wait. That's happened before in our room, hasn't it? Oh, yes. Sometimes you have to wait because we're there to learn and we have to focus on learning. The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. Look, Lily whispered fiercely. Look, everyone, look what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. Can you imagine the look Miss Sampson would give somebody? And look, she's opening that purse. And what did she say that purse does? Makes music. I think that's a good look. I don't know if I can do my teacher look on the camera. Might have to save that for the classroom. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat snack when Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought, and then she became angry. She thought and she thought some more, and then she became furious. She thought and she thought a bit longer, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. You think that's going to be a good picture? We just learned she's furious. Why is she furious? Mr. Slinger just has to do his job. It's so hard because, you know, as teachers, we actually do want to give you everything you want. We want you to share for 30 minutes about all your stuff, but we just can't always do that. Okay, you ready to see what she drew? I'm going to show you the picture before I read it. Oh, no. Oh, man. Can you imagine the look we give Lily on this one? Right before the last bell, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. Ugh. I can't even keep reading. I don't want to know what happens. Big, fat, mean Mr. Stealing teacher. Thief, bad, wanted by the FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. That would hurt my heart so much if I got that note. And she put it in his bag. When all the students were buttoned, zipped, and snapped, and tied, and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her purple plastic purse back. It's a beautiful purse, said Mr. Slinger. Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up, Lily said as she marched out of the classroom. Mr. Slinger wasn't trying to be mean. He even talked about how nice they were. On the way home, Lily opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of her purse. I don't know if Miss Sampson would have handled it like that. I mean, that was very nice. We would have had that was so nice. Wow. Looks like she's about to cry, and she should. She should be crying because he's being so sweet to her, even though she was mean and nasty. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lily ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. "I'll stay here for 1,000,000 years for Mr. Slinger. Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1059. That night, Lily drew a picture of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote him a story about him too. Her letter says, "Lily was really, really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her especially incredible teacher. And the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms." The end. And the picture says, "Listen up, I forgive everyone." And then she drew an arrow and it says, "Could be a principal." And then it says, "I am really, 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 really sorry." That is a perfect way for her to respond. This is actually a really good book for me because I don't know that I would have responded that way as a teacher. So this is definitely a learning book for me. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note, and he sampled the snacks. "Wow," said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Very happy with that. "What do you think we should do with this?" asked Mr. Slinger. He held up the picture that she drew yesterday of her being very mean. "Could we just throw it away?" asked Lily. "Excellent idea," said Mr. Slinger. During sharing time, Lily demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittering movie star sunglasses. Then she did a little performance using them as props. "It's called interpretive dance," said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. "Wow," said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk. She peeked on them often, but she didn't disturb a soul. Right before the last bell, Mr. Slinger served Lily snacks to everyone's delight. "What do you want to be when you grow up?" asked Mr. Slinger. "A teacher," everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. "Excellent choice," said Mr. Slinger. He is such a good teacher that everybody wants to be a teacher. It's pretty cool. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy, and she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva or a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver. So she keeps changing what she wants to be, and that's okay. You're not really supposed to know what you want to be when you're real little. You're supposed to learn as you grow when you go to school and you learn more about different occupations. That's just a fancy word for jobs. So I hope you enjoyed Lily's purple plastic purse. It really just, it has a good moral, it has a good theme. There's something that you can learn from it. So what did you learn from Lily's purple plastic purse? Because I learned that as a teacher, instead of just making the kid get in trouble, maybe I just need to draw them a picture and give it to them. That's something nice. Or write them a note and encourage them. So that was a really good something for me to learn from. So that was good. What about y'all? What did you learn from Lily's purple plastic purse? I love you guys. I hope you have a great day and know how much I miss you. I love you and I want to be in the classroom with you. I love you so much. Where's my heart? There's my heart. Love you. And I hope I will see you soon. Wow, I think this is the longest book that I've read to you. So hopefully you watched the whole thing. All right. Bye, friends.